From KLST and KSAN Sports, this is your CVHP High School Football Preview.
Welcome to the 2021 CVHP High School Football Preview Show. For the next 30 minutes, we'll take a look at all 24 of our Concho Valley teams and what the upcoming season holds for them.
The three of us have been up bright and early most mornings with our local teams covering the grueling two-a-days camps. And now we are just a week away from the start of the regular season.
That's right, guys. Football season is finally back.
So let's get things rolling. We start with the largest school in the Concho Valley, the Central Bobcats. It's their second year back in the Little Southwest Conference, where they saw plenty of success under former head coach Brent Davis. This is the first time the Cats will enter a season, the new coach, in over a decade. It's a new era for the Central Bobcats. The departure of Brent Davis after 12 seasons meant longtime assistant Kevin Crane would take over the head coaching duties. During Davis's run, the Bobcats made 11 straight playoff appearances, and Crane's approaching things this season with an if it ain't broke, why fix it mentality.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot different. I mean, we're using a lot of the same things that Coach Davis did when he was here, and we're just trying to, you know, I'm not saying there's not a thing or two we're going to tweak, but, you know, we're just trying to refine it and trying to make it the best we can.
When Davis stepped down, there wasn't a doubt in his mind about who should be the next guy to continue the standard of success at Central.
Well, I mean, when you talk to me about Coach Crane, that's like talking to the choir about the preacher. I know he's ready to take it on, and I think he would keep that thing growing, and I know the kids love him to death, and I think he'll take it to another level.
Entering this year, the Cats are hoping to improve off their third-place finish in District 2-6A last season. They've got 13 starters returning and expect to be right in the mix for the Little Southwest Conference title.
You know, every year's new, every year's fresh, and you know, we're worried about ourselves, to be honest. I mean, we're trying to improve every single day. We're trying to get better at what we do every single day. And so if we take care of ourselves, we take care of those things, you know, the rest of it will take care of itself.
The Bobcats opened the season on August 27th against Colleen Shoemaker at San Angelo Stadium. All right, so let's take a look at how things panned out in the Little Southwest Conference last season. Midland Legacy and Odessa Permian finished tied at the top spot in 2-6A. Bobcats came in third, losing to both Legacy and Permian, while Abilene High secured the fourth and final playoff spot. Friendship was on the outside looking in at fifth, followed by Midland High and Odessa High.
Despite returning 17 of their 22 starters, the Lakeview Chiefs are still a young team. One position that is new, however, the most important on the field. Cade Henry takes over for Albert Rodriguez at quarterback, hoping to improve on a 4-7 season that saw Lakeview win their first 3 games and then go winless in district play. North Side look alive, because Chief football is back.
Excited to be out here, excited to see the kids get excited and run and catch and throw and just talk. And, yeah, you know, it's good to see just laughter, and it's good for us. It's good for everybody.
Good, you know, we can actually, like, come together, group together, and, like, be around each other without any real issues now. And then we get full stadiums and all that, pep rallies and everything. So that'll be fun.
The Chiefs will have a new quarterback under center this season. Senior Cade Henry takes over for Albert Rodriguez, who is a 2-year starter for Lakeview.
Right now, you know, Cade is doing a good job, and you know, we got another kid, Bryce. That, you know, they're competing for a spot. You know, so and Cade, you know, Cade's doing a good job, and we're excited that he's gonna lead.
Cade's a lot quicker decisions, you know, shorter throws. Albert is aired out, but now we're quicker and just get on the move.
We'll be fast. I think we'll be really fast. We'll be stronger, I think, and we'll just be more in sync.
Despite a change at arguably the most important position on the field, the Chiefs are confident in not only Cade, but the positions around him.
We're young, but we're a really good team. We stick together, and I feel like that's going to help us all through the season. And we just got to step up as leaders, you know, including myself.
Good core, good receiving core. You know, we're all fast. We got hands. You know, it's a new quarterback, but we still got good receivers, so you're not going to miss a beat.
Here's how District 2-4A looked last year. Fort Stockton was your unbeaten district champ. Andrews finished in second, Big Spring in third, and Lakeview going winless, finishing in fourth. However, with only 4 teams, everybody made the playoffs. Lakeview has won a gold ball, finishing in fourth out of this district before, usually playing one of the Clint schools, but a higher finish means you face a lower seed in the by-district round.
Now let's talk about some 3A football. The Wahawks have a program that is rich in tradition, but what are some challenges that they face this season? This year, the Hawks face a hurdle they haven't faced in the last couple of seasons.
We have 0 returners on defense, and we have 3 returners on offense, and so we're going to be very thin both sides of the ball coming out and very inexperienced. But I don't think that that's going to be a big issue for us. I foresee those kids being able to lean on our coaches and our coaching staff to get us through those tough games, and especially the tough preseason that we've got to play.
Dominic Garcia, one of the 3 returners on the O-line, has high hopes for the newcomers as they adjust to their new roles on varsity.
It's definitely different not having very many returning players, and we have a lot of new players, but I mean they've all been working hard for the whole off season. I think they'll fill the role they need to, and I think we have a smaller senior class like compared to years before, and I think we're just going to go into the season with nothing to lose and, just show everyone what we can do.
The newbies aren't the only ones that have to make adjustments. Jacob Richardson talks about the returners' roles as leaders.
It's really important, especially with not many of those guys playing last year from the coming junior class. Just trying to be there, teach them as much as we can, especially being a lot slower this year. And then moving up fast pace, we're going to have to, us 3, me, Gabe, and Dom, are going to have to really step up.
It's the overall drive of the players that gives Coach Guy the confidence in his team going into this season.
They've got great work ethic. They're a group of kids that every time you show up, they're going to show up. They're going to be there when the doors are open. They're going to be there. They're going to be there with a great attitude. That's probably the best characteristic they got.
But it's the tradition that gives the Hawks the motivation to succeed.
We definitely have our expectations for the season to play how we should and win as many games as possible. Just that's the tradition. So I think we're just going to try to carry that along.
Staying with District 3-3A, TLCA is entering its 2nd season with Matt Jones as its head coach. And from the sound around practice, he's already made an impact. Jones set out last season with multiple goals, but the ultimate was to grow the team and build a program. In year 2, things are on the up, and the Eagles are coming into the season with a new mindset.
Something hit us last year after that Breckenridge game. We all came together, started bonding. Coach Jones bonded with us, and it was his first year here, so now we're just all family.
They're talking about being friends and family, and all those words are coming out without me really pushing them towards that. And that just shows that the program's growing. Will the wins come? Yeah, we want that to happen, but seeing those goals get met each and every day is a big deal to me.
Now let's take a look at last season's 3-3A Division I standings. The home of the reigning state champions in the classification, the Jim Ned Indians, finished unbeaten in district play last season, snapping Wall's 10-year district title streak. The Hawks finished in 2nd place, followed by Clyde in 3rd, Early in 4th, and then Breckenridge in 5th, and TLCA in the 6th spot.
Let's transition down to 3A Division II. 3 of our Concho Valley teams are in this classification, all in District 2-3A. We start with the Sonora Broncos in their first year under head coach Blake Weston. It's not an unfamiliar face to the program. Weston returns to Sonora after a brief stint at Reagan County. The Broncos bring back 16 total starters after last season's 3rd place finish in District 2-3A Division II. They're a young team with speedy skill players and size on the offensive line.
Being here for, 10 years before, I kind of knew what to expect. The excitement's through the roof. It's been a lot of fun. Kids are picking it up. We had a great summer, and that's kind of led us into the beginning, the first 2 days of 2 days has been great. I guess it'll be quite a bit different from last year. we're going to be in some spread stuff, you know, but we don't want to lose that physicality. You know, last year they were very physical, and we want to keep that. We never want to lose the physical part of the game. If we're the most physical team, I think we can win a lot of ball games.
They've got some heart deep in the heart of Texas. The Brady Bulldogs adopting Go Big as their mantra during two-a-days. The big stands for begin in gratitude, being thankful for every time you get to step on the field and using that gratitude to turn negative into positive. Brady finished the season at 4-7, making the playoffs with the 4 seed out of District 2-3A, but COVID played a factor in their season. That's where the Go Big comes into play. Their best years could be on the horizon because their offensive line is mostly seniors. That experience and strength could help lead the Bulldogs to a district title.
Any team, for them to be successful, they have to run the football effectively. You know, we still at the same time want to have some balance. You know, and sometimes balance looks like throwing the ball 50% of the game, and sometimes balance just means 4 or 5 guys running the ball throughout the game.
Biggest strength, I think, on offense is probably our line. We've got a heavy senior line, and they're all huge. They're all returners, too. I love running the ball, of course. I'm the running back, so whenever I can, I get excited.
We've had those same 4 guys starting. Most of us have been starting since our sophomore year, and we've got a pretty good junior coming up, so we should be able to ground and pound all day long.
Grape Creek is coming off a 5th place finish in District 2-3A Division II last season and is looking to crack into the playoffs for the first time since 2017. The Eagles bring back 15 starters from last year's 2-win squad, and in head coach Tanner Teal's 4th season with the team, they're continuing to do things that have brought them success while learning from their past mistakes.
Our playbook hasn't changed one bit. All we get to do this year is just rebuild what we had last year and then add more. So it just makes us even more versatile.
Just have to play as a family and play for everybody that's on the field. Usually we don't have many people, but this year we had a lot of people at summer workouts, so that looked better.
You know, every year at the end of the year we reevaluate and we look at the things we did well and we look at the things we didn't do as well, and then we try to correct those. So yes, absolutely, every year, you know, it starts with a clean slate, but we know what we do well and we know the things that we need to work on.
In District 2-3A Division II, the Ballinger Bearcats were your undefeated district champions. Bangs finished in 2nd, Sonora in 3rd, and Brady in 4th, taking the last 3 playoff spots. Grape Creek went just 1-4, 1 spot out of the postseason, and Ingram Moore finished winless, 0-5 in 6th place.
Now for a look into District 14-2A Division I. There aren't many high school football programs in the state of Texas with a track record of success over the past decade, quite like the Mason Punchers. The Punchers have won 10 straight district titles and made 3 state championships, winning 2. The most recent state title was in 2018 when they beat New Deal. Their success is credited to 4 characteristics.
What does it mean to bleed purple and white? And I kind of broke it down to 4 things. Thankful is one of them. Obviously, you got to be thankful to be in a place like this. It is a great place. Just being relentless in everything that you do in your pursuit to have that success on or off the field. Being fearless. You know, when we step on the field, we feel like we can win no matter who we're against. I mean, you got to have that mental advantage in your head, that confidence to be able to give yourself to be successful. You got to be tough, and that's not just physical toughness, but that's mental toughness as well.
Coach McLeod isn't the only one buying into the recipe for success.
I think to be a Mason Puncher is just to give everything you got, all the time, no matter what. And I think a big thing is no matter who's looking or anyone's looking. That's kind of it's another expectation that's burned into you when you join Mason High School. It's just what's expected. You know, it's a high standard of excellence.
We stay in District 14-2A Division I with last year's runner-up Ozona. The Lions are getting ready for their 2nd season under head coach Jared Taylor after finishing with a 7-4 overall record and a trip to the bi-district round of the playoffs. This season, the program returns 8 total starters, but are faced with filling the roles of important pieces from last year's team. Despite that, the Lions want to keep the ball rolling, not looking back, and continue to build off their success.
One of the biggest things is once you have a little success, I think you can start building on it, keep building on it. And we had a pretty good year last year. We did compete with Mason for the district title, and we're hoping to do it again this year. That'll be our last game this year, and so we're hopeful that's the district championship game.
Things have changed around here quite a bit, and just trying to capitalize on what we've done last year and try to build off of that and just build a better program and try to win a district championship.
Here in Ozona, we're looking forward to our first week against Sonora. That's our big rivalry. That's a fun game. I mean, we have a ton of fans that come. You know, even with COVID and stuff, we had a great crowd.
Let's look at how things finished up in District 14 2A last season. As you heard earlier, the Mason Punchers took home their 10th straight gold ball. Ozona came in second after losing to Mason. Johnson City finished in third place, followed by Harper for the last playoff spot in the district. Bracketville and Centerpoint finished on the outside looking in.
The El Dorado Eagles have some unfinished business this fall. They were the only team in 2A whose postseason run didn't end with a loss or a state championship. Due to COVID complications, they had to forfeit their area-round matchup, and it's been on their mind ever since. The Eagles finished as runners-up in district, won a gold ball in the by-district round, but their area-round game against Dehanis had to be forfeited. To prepare for this unfinished business, senior quarterback Corbin Covarrubias has been seen at quarterback camps this summer. Footwork is what he says is most improved. Combine that with more experienced skill positions and an older offensive line, the Eagles are coming for their first district title under John Long.
They've got a different fire about them. I think they realize that tomorrow's never promised, and we've got some unfinished business in our minds, so that's how we feel about it.
We kind of take the positive in everything, and we said we were the only other team that didn't get a state title, that didn't lose in the playoffs. So for me, it's a big push drive to go and finish that unfinished business.
Our line is going to step up this year. I got big faith in them, and then our receiver corps is coming back, so I feel like it's 100% our year to go with it.
I think if you're the most excited team out there, you got a really good leg up on people, and these kids are excited.
How about the defending district champs in 14 2A Division II, Cristobal? No one made it further out of any of the 11-man programs in the area last season. The Cougars are coming off a historic run, winning their first outright district title as an 11-man program, and making it all the way to the state quarterfinals. Now they're hoping to continue that success with a heavy-loaded senior class, 17 starters returning, and experience on their side.
We're all ready. It's a beginning of, we're starting right back where we were. We're planning to be right back there. Even losing people, we're just excited. Everybody's fired up. This is one of our biggest senior classes, and we're just ready to get back at it.
It feels great to be back out here. I think we're just ready to keep going, feeling where we left off. Overall, the team's morale is pretty high, so we're ready to rock.
Having a bunch of returners always helps. It's a good problem to have, and we're going to be really senior heavy this year, which is going to give us a lot of good leadership. And told the guys, bad teams have no leaders, good teams, coaches lead, and great teams, players lead. And that's kind of their mentality as a senior and these returners, is just to be leaders and take this team in their hands.
The Junction Eagles are entering the season with new head coach Scott Freeman, a former offensive coordinator for Comanche. The Eagles ended the season with a 5-5 district record, making it to the by-district round in playoffs, but unfortunately had to let Miles go in their place due to COVID. Can the Eagles bounce back this season with new leadership and a whole new playbook?
We got to get in the playoffs. That's our goal. I think if you talk to any of these guys, getting in the playoffs is the number one thing we talk about every day. In order to do that, our seniors have to, be leaders. And to me, our entire strength is our senior leadership. We have a great group of kids, and I think that's going to really lead us to a lot of wins.
The Miles Bulldogs aren't a team to forget about in this district. Like El Dorado, the line is experienced despite being young. On the offensive side of the ball, that's believed to be the biggest strength of this team, but their skill position players qualified the Bulldogs for this summer's 7-on-7 state tournament. Second-year head coach Jason Wilhelm thinks this is the year the Bulldogs take a big step forward in competing for a district title. And with a few new assistant coaches behind him, the kids in Miles have been bought in since summer workouts.
Our line comes back. We've got 4 out of 5 starters coming back on the offensive line. 3 of those guys are going to be third-year starters. So, we had a good summer with 7-on-7, qualified for the state tournament. And so we know we've got the skill guys, but I really think we're going to start and we're going to build it around the line, and that's where it's going to happen at for us.
Makes me really good. They're really experienced, a lot of seniors. It's going to be really good. I got to know that I got a great line. I put in a lot of work. State 7-on-7 state qualifiers. So, yes, sir. Chiefers are really good, too.
I think that, to be at that elite standard where we want to contend every year, I think this season's going to be our step towards that.
Now for a look at last season's standings, the Cristobal Cougars sit in the first spot after making it to the quarterfinals, followed by El Dorado. They come in second after making it to the area round. Then comes Rock Springs in third. Junction will finish in fourth, and then Miles finished in fifth. Menard sits in the sixth spot.
All right, let's change things completely up and move to the wonderful world of six-man football. And there's no better place to start than with the Sterling City Eagles, the defending champs in 1A Division I. They beat all 4 top-ranked teams twice last season, finished with a perfect 15-0 record, and topped it all off with the program's first-ever state championship.
Now this year's Eagles are ready to build off of that success after playing one of the hardest schedules in the state last season. This year isn't any easier with several of the same opponents ahead. 4 starters back from that state championship squad along with multiple key contributors. Depth was the team's biggest strength in 2020, and while head coach Trey Sisko still thinks depth is a strength again this season, it's his team's speed that he thinks will give them their biggest edge.
We are really fast, and I think at certain positions this year we could be a little faster. So we're going to have to play that to our advantage because we're still not, we weren't huge last year, real big team, but, I think our speed made up for a lot of that. Right now we're doing what we did and what was successful last year. And these guys, I think really and truly as much stuff as we changed up last year, I think we're probably farther ahead than we were last year at this point in time as far as what we're doing scheme-wise and stuff like that. So I think, the depth thing, it'll come the later in the season. Those guys still got, 5 extra weeks of practice last year, and that helped tremendously to get them ready to come in and step in this year.
Meanwhile, over in Robert Lee, the Steers are entering their first season under head coach Adam Klein. The young football team returns 10 starters from last season and is looking to change the script after a 2-7 finish in 2020. According to Klein, the first step comes in this year's team motto: playing physical and being coachable while upholding the Robert Lee standard.
Our motto is going to be fast, physical, first class. So we want to play the game fast. We want to be physical. But at the end of the day, really, we want to uphold the standards that Robert Lee's known for, and that's just having a first-class program with first-class kids.
Here's a look at how District 8-1A turned out last season. Sterling City, the district champs, followed by Westbrook. Their only loss coming at the hands of the Eagles. Highland missed out on the playoffs in third, followed by Robert Lee and Bront to round out the district. And speaking of the Longhorns, they enter this upcoming season under new leadership till Rutledge takes over the program.
There's an old commercial with Emmitt Smith right after he won his second Super Bowl with the Cowboys. He's doing sit-ups and comes up and says, "I've been working hard. Maybe this year I'll take some time off." Pauses for all of 2 seconds and goes right back to work. Last season, Water Valley shocked the six-man world by clobbering their district favorites and then a week later claiming the district title. This season won't be easy because it's hard to sneak up on opponents twice. But the Wildcats knew that from the time they stepped onto the field for the beginning of two-a-days. They've got a bullseye on their back, and 2 of the top teams in the state lined up to take them down in non-district. Here's what the Wildcats had to say on what it'll take to defend their district crown.
It's going to be a lot tougher this year. We've got a big bullseye on it this year. No one cares about rankings, but I think we're going in number 11, and that don't mean nothing. Everybody knows what we did last year. They know the people that we are bringing back. And, you know, we're expected to do some good things, but, I mean, it's not going to come easy. You got to work twice as hard this year to make it happen.
We just have to work harder than our opponent every day in practice. We have to be better than them in every aspect of the game, whether that's blocking. We have to run the ball better. We have to tackle better, hit harder, run our routes sharper and cleaner.
Honestly, with the depth we have coming in, I think we're going to be pretty solid all the way around. We'll have more subs for sure. But we also have people that can step up and fill those positions we lost. So I feel like we have a good chance at making a pretty deep playoff run this year.
Meanwhile, 45 miles to the south, Erie County is looking to continue its six-man success in the program's third season since making the switch. Head coach Don Kofel has 8 starters returning from last year's squad. The Hornets are a young group highlighted by juniors Trevin Cofield, Jordan Harrison, and Bo Morrow. They've got plenty of speed, something they plan to put to use in an attempt to win a district title and shake things up in Region 4.
We went 16-5 in our first 2 seasons in six-man, and if somebody would have said that, you know, I'm not so sure how many people would have said, yeah, you know, but we got to keep building on that. You know, I can say that puts a higher expectation. We don't like to lose here.
We're quick, but mentally tough. I mean, most of the time when I put my head down, my teammates come snap me out of it, help me, you know, get through it. Just gotta look forward. A lot of teams just hang their hats once they get down. We don't let that happen.
Here's how District 14 1A Division I stacked up last season. Water Valley took the top spot as district champs, making it to the area round. Then Erie County comes in at number 2 as the by-district champs. Eden rounds out to top 3, followed by Very Best and Peyton Rock.
All right, and to close things out, let's go over to District 6 1A Division II, the home of 2 of our Concho Valley teams, Blackwell and Alphen. The Hornets kept their district title streak alive last season, winning their 4th straight. And this season, Blackwell will look to continue that streak under head coach Clint Lowry. Meanwhile, Alphen was competing in its first season of UIL football as a program. This year, they'll have a new head coach leading the way in Bud Halfman.
That's all we have for this year's high school football preview show.
Make sure you tune in to Inside the Game on KSAN at 11:35 for highlights, reaction, and scores.
And Friday Night Football on KLST at 10:15. We're the Concho Valley Homepage sports team. Until then, we'll see you for kickoff.